Okay, so today it is time for episode 10 of my series Generational Hate, where I talk about people that I hate and why, because it's about generational hate. Today we talk about Demi Lovato. One of the main reasons that I don't like her is because she dissed Mariah Carey. If you know one thing about me, Mariah is my favorite artist of all time, and I do take issue with this. So they posted this, they said when you order it online versus when it arrives, and so Mariah, when you order it, and so it's basically supposed to be a diss towards Ariana Grande, and I like Ariana Grande, but that's basically what it's supposed to be. And then she talked about, you got it the wrong way around, honey, and someone said, did she post this? And she was talking about that she did, and that Mariah is rude to people, and she does too much toward J-Lo. And if you know the whole story between her and J-Lo, Mariah is right to feel that way, okay? She's right to feel that way, and J-Lo's not a good person either. And I have a whole episode of this series. This was actually my first episode of the Generational Hate series. It'll be on my profile on TikTok or on YouTube. I will try to link that below, but it's in the playlist as well. But yeah, coming for the queen in this way. What Mariah did in her first album, 4 #1 singles, over 50 million worldwide, Demi Lovato will never touch. So to be so disrespectful towards her, it's not sitting right with me, okay? So this is one of the main reasons why I don't like her, but there's plenty more, okay? And so this is one of the big reasons. So she got into a whole beef with this place called The Big Chill, and I'm going to read the whole account. It'll probably take me a few minutes. So it says, finding it extremely hard to order for you from The Big Chill official when you have to walk past tons of sugar-free cookies / diet foods before you get to the counter. The single row, according to a TMZ report, the comment sparked a back and forth about what Lovato's statement regarding diet culture and what the impact on the store's menu had on her, which led to the singer to hash diet culture vultures hashtag while seeking to call out companies that promote diet menus. Lovato, who's NBC hungry about a group of people with eating disorders, was recently greenlit, reportedly engaged in a back and forth with them, during which other celebrities and internet weighed in. And then after she posted something saying, do better, she wrote, so I think I'm going to have to make the hashtag a thing. I will be calling harmful messaging from brands or companies that perpetuate a society that not only enables but praises disorder eating. And so now they have responded. So they said, according to multiple outlets, the store responded to Lovato in her messages explaining that the items she was talking about were alternatives for vegans and people with celiac disease. We are not diet vultures, read a screen grab of the response. We cater to all customers' needs for the past 36 years. We're sorry you found this offensive. And it says Lovato then added that the experience that she received was terrible and that the whole experience was triggering and awful. You can carry things for other people. We're also caring for another percentage of your customers who struggle daily just to even step foot in your store. The singer said that the store could provide an environment that's welcoming to all, including people with eating disorders, one of the deadliest mental illnesses, only second to opioid overdoses. Don't make excuses. She had to just do better. And we got more. So it says in another set of screen grabs, she suggested that they could make it more clear that the sugar-free and vegan options are specifically for people who require them, which, I mean, wouldn't that kind of being, I don't know, when you get that, I don't know. When it's not super clear, the messaging gets confusing, and being in LA, it's really hard to distinguish diet culture versus health needs. She wrote, you aren't wrong for catering to many different needs, but it's about not excluding one demographic to cater to the others. Who are they excluding? She noted, along with all the outcast message, keeping this transparency even though I'm done. And then this part, she alleges gaslighting. The back and forth continued, with Lovato posting a picture from their Instagram, seemingly since deleted, that including a side of the versa that read 22 grams of protein. I think it says eat me now, and then that's the message there. So then Jamila, she defended Demi. I mean, who really cares? But you can kind of read what she says. And then this is the rest of what she said. And then I think this is the last part. Oh my gosh, she said a lot. And then I think this is the next part. So Demi issued an apology and everything. And so you could tell that she was not sorry at all. She was just apologizing because she got a lot of backlash. And she got so much backlash and everything, and it backfired on her because people went and then they were supporting that store. They had a line out the door. Okay, people were going to there. They were hating on her. So she issued it because her public image got fucked, not because she was sorry. And you can tell that she was not sorry. But this is basically what she said. I'm not reading that. I just think the whole thing was distasteful, because attacking them because of struggles that you had to deal with when they're obviously not trying to, that's what it seems like and everything. I just think it was very distasteful to go towards a small business like this. And like I said, it already backfired on her because people went to support the business anyways. But the whole back and forth, this whole situation, it was unnecessary. That meme was so funny whenever she's like, I went to the yogurt store and I didn't get the yogurt that I wanted. And then I had a really hard time the rest of the weekend. Like, we supposed to give a fuck? You have millions of dollars, okay? Go get the yogurt that you want, because one place don't got it. Now you crashing out. And then this is one that came to mind, but Demi Lovato has criticized Taylor Swift following her $250,000 donation to Kesha. On Friday, a judge ruled Kesha must continue to work with Dr. Luke, who, abused her and everything. And so here's all the people that were kind of supporting her: Lady Gaga, Lily Allen, Ariana Grande. So Taylor Swift donated $250K. And then Demi was talking about take something to Capitol Hill or actually speak out about something and then I'll be impressed. What? And then it said on Instagram, she said, not everyone has 250K to just give up to people would love to, but I didn't grow up with money and Def haven't made as much as her. At least they speak up about shit that's uncomfortable to talk about rather than trying to be politically correct 24/7. So you got mad. I think she said something before Taylor Swift said something or whatever, but you're getting mad because someone donated something to help Kesha through the problem instead of saying something. Donating the money is effective. It's helping her in this case. So hating on Taylor Swift for that makes no sense. And she has a whole beef with Taylor Swift. And it might be the Selena Gomez of it all because they're besties and her and Selena must have been besties and all that stuff. So I have an episode on Selena, so you guys can check that out too. I don't like Selena Gomez. And then she's talking about, I would rather have a dialogue about women coming forth and throw money at the one person. What? You can do both. You can do both. And then one person was just saying that Taylor Swift was just trying to support her, which, I mean, it's obvious. Like, she's just hating to hate. And then this is kind of more so on her beef with Taylor Swift and everything. As we know, she was managed by Scooter Braun. I think that he doesn't manage anybody anymore, but even when he managed her, she flopped. She had that whole documentary getting people to feel for what she went through with her addiction and everything. That's a valid thing. Like, I'm not going to hate on her for that because that's a whole situation and everything. So she had that. I think the yogurt thing came out shortly thereafter. Something came out shortly thereafter where people were hating on her again. But I think that also has something to do with it. But Bad Blood 8 and Swish with Denise. And she was hating on Zendaya's Barbie and basically just saying all this other stuff. So like that's kind of the gist of it, like the first part. And then basically she was saying what about a curvy doll or one with true to size measurements, all model. So they face kind of criticisms for diversity and all those other things, and I think that that's the right thing to speak about. However, I think that this is bad timing because Zendaya is someone who is biracial and kind of having more representation is getting her opportunity with that. I just feel like it was not the opportunity to talk about that, which is a genuine issue, but using Zendaya to do that, I don't get it. I'm gonna put it that way. And then apparently she deleted the tweet and didn't apologize. Like, she always has to make everything about her and make everything about a completely different situation. Like, this is about a woman of color getting an opportunity and everything and pushing for diversity, and now you're hating on a whole separate issue. Like, they can be two different things. It doesn't need to be in the same conversation. You know what I'm saying? A valid thing, but talk about it at a different time. That's how I feel. And she did a prank on her bodyguard, and basically what she did, she hired a sex worker to come and like fondle the bodyguard, which is weird to me. And it says that the bodyguard wasn't offended, but I don't care. You switch that situation, you do it to a woman, you see it looks bad just because it was done to a man. We shouldn't turn and like not look at it. And he says he wasn't offended, but that was still fucked up to do in my opinion. Like, that's not funny. That's not funny to do. My overall takeaways on Demi Lovato, it's giving a lot like Selena Gomez, always wanting to be the victim, always wanting to be the victim. I do think Demi Lovato has some good songs. I do think that Demi Lovato can sing and everything. However, these situations always try to make everything about yourself or just to cause outrage is something that's not really a problem. There was also that whole situation where she was going into her alien conspiracy and we're like, girl, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So yeah, I think she goes by she, they pronouns, so I'm going to try to be respectful in that regard and everything, but I don't care for Demi Lovato. It's always stuff like this. It's always controversies, not being able to focus on the music. Demi Lovato has not been relevant in a long time, maybe since 2015 when she was releasing stuff like Confident. Everyone always talks about that 2017 album. Like, I guess it's like kind of a cult classic, but in pop culture, does she really have any hits off that? I don't know. But Demi Lovato has not been relevant in a long time. She has not been relevant in a long time. I think we have to acknowledge that. Maybe this is some pleas for relevancy, but hating on Taylor Swift for no valid reason for actually helping someone who's gone through sexual assault, like, that makes no sense to me. Okay, you haven't been relevant. You're grasping for straws. Okay, you could never be Miley Cyrus. You could never be Miley Cyrus. Yeah, I don't get Demi Lovato. I don't like, the songs are not giving, the image isn't giving. It's just always something. It's always something. So yeah, I had to do an episode on Demi Lovato. Let me know who you guys want me to do next, and I'm doing these two close to each other because I was late.